Welcome survivors, join me today as I loot up in Churnarus. This video is going to be a lot different from my usual videos because there's going to be almost no editing. It's just going to be me looting up, describing my thought processes as I move into the map, and survive off what the DayZ gods can provide. Hope you enjoy.
Alright, let's spawn in. I'm gonna eat my apple and check the boat. Sometimes it's a little odd inside. Sometimes nothing. Okay, I'll run away from the boat. Look for the nearest building. Okay, I know where I am. In a little town by the name of DayZ. And there is sometimes so these maps are handy because they can show you where exactly you are. And these little huts spawn. So that's where I am. DayZ. DayZ to the north of me, which is a pretty big town. Or I can work in the map towards Polyana or Gorka and northwest airfield there. DayZ's up there. Lots of good places to go along here. You can spawn anywhere along the coast. Now the first thing I need to do if I want to survive any length of time is grab some food and clothes. Anything that's going to keep me warm. I like to hang on to my old clothes like this because I can cut them into rags. Ooh. Well, that I did not expect here. So whenever a shotgun spawns in with a bullet, it usually is a red slug. You check by unloading it, and then just load that back in by dropping the gun or holding R, and it will pop her back in there for me. So, these outhouses are a really good place to gather tools, like a knife sharpener. So if I have a knife, then I won't let it get dull. Oh, that's golden. So I'm going to ditch my glow stick here, move that there. I'm going to hang on. Once I get some rope, I can turn that into a backpack. Show you how to do that. Check it here. Next thing I need to find. I still need food. I still need a knife. Now there's houses along the coast here. And this server right now is about medium pop, so it oh, okay, I really want this, but I cannot carry it right now. Oh my god. What is going on here? I promise that this is a real server, and although it's not hugely populated at the moment, it will become populated. But there's my long range at least. It even comes with a scope, and I even have a battery for it. Pop it in there. So now I can annoy people with the 22, because I sure won't be able to kill them from a great distance. I'm going to keep looting these houses because I don't think anybody's been here yet. Actually, I might take time to go along and Oh, okay, that's weird. That usually means somebody's been here. Okay, but all this loot that I'm getting is great. But it's not going to mean anything if I can't find a knife. Or if I can't find food. Oh, there's a frying pan. Okay, I'm going to grab that. Frying pans are useful. You can put items in them. They don't take up any space because they hold items. And they will actually protect items from getting damaged. So if you have something that you really want to keep in one piece, like a scope, then you're gonna want to get this. I'm gonna grab this and then I don't want to lose that. Put that in there. Put those in there. This will fit there. This, I can use this knife freely because I have a knife sharpener. So, oh yeah, I could have cut this up too. Thought I heard something behind me. Come on. I'm gonna close this. Thought I heard something. Okay. Definitely heard something that could be a zombie, but it also could be a player. Zombie. I'll just go there. Knives are great for dealing with zombies, especially if you can do that. The rain helps a lot with that. They can't really hear very well in the rain, so it makes it easier to sneak up on them. But this small knife doesn't have as much range, but it still deals damage. I'm going to check on these trees because I've been here long enough that fruit will start spawning in. It's going to help take care of my hunger. So now that I know fruit is spawning in, I can check under these trees. Oh, I gotta go back to that stove as well. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is how I DayZ. Oop. See, there's people on this server. There's a shot up there. I know there's a gas stove in this house, which I really want. But somebody... Oh, no. So the beauty with the gas stove, once I have a frying pan or a cooking pot, it will no longer take up any room because that's all going to be in there. And I just need a couple more rags and I can make a rope. See any... Okay, time to move it down. If I see any more clothes, I'll cut them up and make myself a rope. And why not check under these trees again? Yep, see. Once fruit starts spawning in, you can just keep going back to these trees. I think they have like a trigger area around them, and if you pass through that trigger area, it then sets them to spawn fruit, and then they will start spawning fruit as long as there's players near them. So whenever I go into a town, I always check the trees before entering, and that will not only I can find food, but if a player's been through there before me, I will know that there's a chance that players in that town because there's fruit in the trees and I have not yet been there. So, oh my god. So burlap sacks, I already have one, so I'm not going to get two. One, damn it. You can cut them into strips of burlap. Okay, so somebody may have been here, because I don't think that fruit would spawn in for me. But I'm just going to keep eating, and yeah, somebody could, it's hard to say. I don't think anybody's been through here, so maybe for fruit to spawn, you just eat, oh, the door's open. Somebody could have been through here. Somebody could be ahead of me. Bullets. Grab those bullets. I just need some more clothing items. I'm going to have this at the ready, just in case. And notice I'm not running too much. Run a little bit, but running does consume food. So you don't always want to run everywhere. Okay, that's a moldy plum. I don't want to eat that. The last patch you could eat moldy fruit and your character would be fine. But in this patch, you just start vomiting too soon and you can't hold the calories in. Holy burlap sack of these. Corn, also 16 one. I don't think it matters. Once I get a rope and put the two together, it will change. What's that? Ooh, that's a good find. Okay. So I don't have room for the hatchet currently. That's actually okay. So I can take this hatchet and I can cut. Nope. Yeah, so I'm just going to hold on to this hatchet for now. Let's make a bit more room. Keep this there. So, as things stand, I may have been the first person to come here, I'm not sure, but or somebody ran through and didn't check these houses, but I have already got a fairly decent loadout, and I have a nice sharpener, so I can make this hatchet. This is probably going to be my main zombie killing weapon. Now right now I don't have a place to put it. That's okay, I'll hold it in my hand. If I need to pull up my gun, I'll have to drop this. Oh, okay. Terrible thing. A potato. Take the potato. Christmas lights. Useless. You can tie people up with Christmas lights. Okay, I'm gonna move further into town here. There's another house here. I've had good luck with these houses, so I'm gonna check. If I was not finding anything in those houses at all, I would probably just skip them and keep moving inland. Because they are, if I'm not finding anything, it usually means somebody's being through, and I can just move further inland. I'd look for food under trees, because chances are good that things would spawn, because people would move through, but I wouldn't necessarily... Ooh. So yeah, this is a problem with not having room. What I need to find is better clothes. Right now my clothes are damaged and wet. And that will actually make me colder. So clothes would be good right about now. Things gone back here. Yeah, why not? Let's get the runners. But yeah, if there's no loot in here, I would move through and just move further into town quicker. Just bypass a lot of the houses if there's no loot or no nothing, because chances are someone's already grabbed it and it may take a while for the loot to start spawning back in again. Sometimes these barns can hold shotguns. Yeah, and I gotta deal with these zombies. One thing about killing zombies is they will hold food sometimes. I keep checking these trees. So I think somebody must have used them. I don't understand how there's all these weapons here. Oh, hello. I don't think all this fruit and is spawning in for me, so I don't know if somebody just ran by those houses and did not check them. Because that is crazy. Ouch. At least let me grab my hatchet. Alright. Oh, come on. Sometimes I feel like the knife is faster. Just going through this forest, I've gathered so much food. And I feel like somebody probably just sprinted from the coast, past all these houses, straight up the hill here. Because I'm kind of following their trail of fruit that spawned. Oh, I thought I heard a door open. There's just rain on this car. Alright. Well, I can't even pull out my gun, so I'm just gonna have to try and be careful. What I really need to find now is... not shoes. Holy shnikes. Okay, that's a good find. I keep thinking I hear a door open. I really thought I heard a door open. What I'm going to do is close this door. That way, at least it'll give me half a moment. Oh, wow. So I had to peel this potato before I eat it. Now, I could save any uncooked or undried fruit, peeled potato that I find. I could hold on to and actually cook. And if I cook them, I actually get more calories than eating them raw. So that's a possibility. Alright. Now, I could ditch the binoculars. I do really like having something to see further off if I can. But what I want to do is... what I really need to do is find some clothes to make more rags. I really feel nervous about not being able to draw my gun though, because I feel like there's somebody close by here. And if I do run into them, I won't be able to defend myself. I'm gonna check this. Yeah, I thought that door was closed. I think somebody might be right close to town here. Meeting station. That's weird. I really think I am hearing doors opening, or I'm something wrong with me. Now, I know this town very well. There is a well over here by the church. I'm kind of nervous about looking at it. I'm really on the fence about whether somebody's been here. Oh, that's a good find. So the green slugs, they're not the greatest for players, but especially with a single shot. Hello? Somebody around? Especially with a single shot shotgun, because the beauty of, oh thank God, the beauty of having a buckshot is it has 8 pellets in it and it has a spread, so you don't have to be super accurate with your aim and it will still decimate a character up close. I really feel like I'm hearing doors open and it is freaking me out. Okay, let's check in the church. I think it might just be the rain and stuff that's causing that sound. Okay, so I'm not going to shrink it to well just yet. I don't want to be able to hold my stuff before I do that. Look at this. Alarm clock. Oh, nice pair of jeans. Sometimes you can make yourself, yeah, there you go. Hold it in hand, and that's in good shape. I'm going to swap these out, and I'm going to make some rags. So now I should be able to craft a rope. I'll show you what I'll do with that. Oh, perfect. So rags are also good because I can make makeshift clothes. Honestly, don't remember if I closed the door button. Okay, so now with the rope, I can make that bag. Then we get a carrier bag. Carrier bags are great, but it can be even better. So that can go on my back there. I'll plop this back in here, and the beauty of the hatchet is it can go in this slot here. I'm going to save this rag because I can make some gloves out of that. I need at least 2 rags. One more rag, I can do that. Now I can freely draw my gun. I'm gonna swap this here. I can freely draw these things. First, next thing I'm gonna do is get some sticks. This will be fine. Oh, nope, I'm gonna wait for some zombies. Here he comes. Come on over. Now, when you're killing zombies, you kind of aim above their head. Holy food. Okay. Alright, let's get these sticks. You can gather sticks with just your hands, but there is a percent chance you might get cut. Oh. So aim above their head, and it's just the arc of the stroke that will land lower. Eventually I'm going to get this done. So I can split sticks with my hands, I can sharpen it, or I can split it. And I want to select split. Oh, at least this rain is stopping. Problem with being with the rain is you can get cold, and then that will chip away at your hunger. So I can grab this, combine it with 3 short sticks. This is one of my favorite craftable items in the game. This backpack is amazing. It has more slots than the hiking backpack. And it is low profile, so it doesn't stick out like some of the more endgame backpacks, like the military ones. They look like a big turtle backpack. And this one has enough room for the lootiest of goblins. Wow, this is actually an unreal start. I don't... Took those hits. Alright. Well, because of the luck I'm getting here, I'm gonna loot. Usually with these little coastal towns, I might loot around and find a couple things, a couple pieces of food, maybe a knife, and then I would just run into the next town. But because I'm finding such good loot here, I'm gonna keep looking. Now, this is great. I can put stuff in here that I don't want to get damaged. And it'll hold 6 slots worth of items, and it takes up 6 slots, so not only is it cute and you can make friends with the players, but it will actually keep this stuff protected, and it actually doesn't take up any inventory space at all. Now once you put something inside an object, like a frying pan or teddy bear, you can't access it with your hotbar. Ooh, another mag, I'll grab that. Those mags are for a P1 pistol. In my opinion, one of the worst. It only holds like 8 bullets of 9mm. But if it's in DayZ, the best gun is the gun that you have bullets for. So if I happen across a P1 pistol, I will take it and use it until I find something better. Okay, now that it looks like the sun's shining, the rain's stopping. It hasn't stopped yet. I'll wait a bit. Still raining a bit. It might continue to do so. Oh yeah. Going to cut this up. There's a number of things you can do with rags. So with at least 2 rags, I can craft improvised hand wrappings, head wrappings, feet wrappings, face wrappings, eye patch, armband. So I'm gonna do the hands. Gloves are hugely important. If you're cutting up any animals, or dare I say players, you can actually keep your hands clean, so you won't need to wash them. Another thing, so this is damaged. You can, oh, maybe they changed that. You used to be able to repair rag items with rags, but that's okay. Alright, somebody's really going to town. If I find these, it's actually not a bad idea to plant seeds, in these, as people will eat the vegetables that grow there and then pay it forward. Eat the vegetables, cut up one for seeds, and plant them again. And then other spawn players can enjoy the benefits of a nicely tilled garden. Now I did see seeds somewhere, I can't remember where. Anyway, I'm not going to run back and look for them. If I find seeds, I will plant them. Crowbar can be used to cut some things up or open cans. Generally a terrible melee weapon though. I'm not going to bother with it. I've already got a hatchet and a knife, so. Nice pink pants. Alright, well I am just doing great here. Tracksuit jacket. Ooh, a better sweater. And a can opener. So this is a pristine hoodie. You can see this one, it's dry, which is great. It offers medium insulation. The one that I'm wearing is still pristine, but because it's drenched, it's worse. So I'm just gonna swap them out. I'm not wearing wet clothes because they will make you cold, which will chip away your hunger. Now, any bullets that I'm using, like these, I like to keep them in either my hoodie or in my pants. Because if I'm in the middle of a fight, and let's say I have a fully loaded backpack, and I need stamina to fight with, I can drop the backpack. And I always make sure bandages and bullets and knives, melee weapon, are always in my player's clothes, because now I can leave the backpack behind. I can go and use all the stamina to fight, to snipe, to do all the things, and then once I secure the area, kill all the players, I can come back and pick up my backpack again. But I don't always remember that in the heat of the battle. Okay, so generally once you've looted a town, you just want to keep moving away from the coast. When you first start playing this game, it's hard to think where you might be next. But if you generally stay in the same direction, follow roads and power lines, eventually you will get to another town. Oh, here he comes. And it's very important to learn how to deal with these zombies. How to fight them. And always be blocking whenever you're not swinging at them. And then you got to try and take them on one at a time. Ooh, another piece of food. Okay. Oh, nice. I'll just wait for my friends here. Oh, look at that. Synchronized jump. Very nice. It's a little harder to fight, too. You gotta kind of keep them in front of you. Time your swings in between theirs. Keeping them in tight corners makes them a little bit harder for them to hit you because they kind of get confused. Another thing you can do is jump up onto something, like a car or like this picnic table. I could jump up onto here or this well, and the zombies would have a lot more trouble hitting me, but of course I'm much more visible to the outside world. Oh, there's a boat. Whatever. I'm not going boating. Boats are fun. I could probably take it down across the west coast, but for Churnarus, there's not a whole lot you can do with them. They haven't, go to Prison Island, I guess, which is kind of fun, but I kind of want to go inland here. And I might probably need a spark plug. Magic sweaters. Alright, let's move on. I say we try to go to Gorka. Or there was that shot we heard earlier over this way. Now, lots of people have different opinions about how they manage their hunger. Some people say they try and keep their food and hydration in yellow because it apparently burns less calories somehow. I always eat all my food right away. Eat it all. Get it all into me. Doesn't take up any inventory space. It doesn't take away any of my stamina. And of course, players won't get any benefit of that food if they happen to kill me. I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm just looking around, seeing what's around. There's these hydro lines I could follow. I know that Berezino's over there, and the road to Gorka's that way. There's a military base. Honestly, can't remember what's over this hill. I want to say there's a couple of... Yeah, there we go. There's a couple of these hunting stands. These are really good because they will spawn hunting loot, which could be guns, could be bullets, could be knives, or any sort of hunting clothes. Or a heat pack, which actually, if I have the available space, I will, I'll use it to keep me warm. Turn it on, and now it's hot, and you always got to put it in your, your clothes. Okay, onward this way. So another thing I should do before I move on, get this bush here, is you want to wring out your clothes if they're able to be wrung out. Having them damp or soaked or drenched, it actually does make the clothes heavier and eats away your stamina. It makes them not have as good insulation properties and will make you cold. So just by wringing them out, this one I don't think I can wring out. Oh, I can. Look at that. I'm gonna wring them all out as much as I can. It will help keep me warm. Also, the heat pack doing its job there by keeping me warm. Less chance of getting sick. Burn through less calories. There we go. Yeah, we'll go off this direction. I can't remember what is over this hill. But it's kind of the direction that we heard that shot, so I think it's another small town. We'll go through there, then Poyana, then off to Gorka. Yep, so I can follow these hydro lines. Oh, I hear a fox. You can hunt foxes, rabbits, and for their meat. I'm just gonna run it. It actually looks like it is evening time. Maybe we can. Oh yeah, this is Orlavet. We'll go there. What's this? And yeah, there's nothing. So these blue roofed buildings, they're shops, and they actually spawn hunting loot. So it's always a good thing to hit up those. Sometimes they spawn some good loot. Now anyway, the further you go into the map, the better tier weapons you're gonna find. So I'm not expecting to find a rifle in here or anything, but who knows? The loot I've found right off the coast has been pretty blessed this run. DayZ gods have been nice. So let's try my luck. Alright. Like crouching down just because sometimes you can't see into these shells unless you crouch. So, alright. Just in interest in getting further in the map, I'm gonna bypass a few houses. It's always hard to do because there could be loot in there. It could be a CR rifle or both good things. Oh, it's food. I got the gas stove too, so I could hopefully find a work gloves. These are better than that. I'm gonna grab those. Nails can come in handy for different things. I'll hang on to them for now. Nails are also good for trading because a lot of people are always looking for nails. I myself usually don't base build. The most I'll do is make a few crates to store make little stashes with. Best insulation. Medium. Let's switch to this guy here. And again, I'm gonna look under these trees. Garden hoe you can use to dig patches of soil, plant seeds in. Oh, this fire is still warm, yeah, so there's somebody close by here. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. So somebody was just here. I'm gonna take this. That can fix a lot of different things. Okay, well, there's a player about, so I gotta be careful. They probably go this way. I did get that shot, so probably my guess is somebody was hunting, killed a fox, hooked the fox, and had some food. So I'm not expecting to find much in here if someone's been here looting. Oh, one good thing. These kiosks are great for clothes and food and other odds and sods, but also if you check the top of them, you can... Sometimes they spawn guns or ammo up here, which is pretty helpful. And not a lot of people will check the roofs of these, so it's often missed by people. And you can find some pretty good weapons, even. In the early game, you can even find some good rifles, so always check those. I'm just gonna check my surroundings. I'm gonna take a quick drink here. Ideally, I'd like to find a bottle so I can fill up one of these, but maybe I'll head to Delina. I think that's pretty close by, rather than Planana. Then I can head up to Gorka from there, or down to Stroy, which is a little military base. So I've got so much stuff. I'm probably not going to stay in here too long. And just out of curiosity, I want to see if... No, I need duct tape or a sewing kit. I might loot a few houses on the way out just to see. And I'm going to see if I can find any evidence of that other player. Oh, what's this? Lunch meat. That's a good one. I'm going to see if I can find any evidence of this other player. If he is around, or I know which direction he went, I'll possibly track him. Like I said, I try not to get too many zombies. That was lost. For your time. One down. Now this guy should too difficult to kill as long as I don't mess it up. Yeah, whenever you're dealing with zombies, it's just important to take your time. Some more food, and always check them because they do hold some useful items. Screwdriver. I'm just going. I know where the locations of items spawn inside the houses. The more you play, the more you'll get used to that. You can kind of prioritize where you're going to step. Oh god. Yeah, and if you want to learn the game from like nothing, like if you've never played the game before, and you want to know how. I've got a pretty good loot guide on my channel you can check out. That covers over like even the PC controls for how to fight zombies, strategies, how the game works basically. Oh, you can see how once you get 2-3 zombies going, it can be difficult to get out. Not only is my health getting chipped away, but my clothes are getting damaged. Okay, I'm gonna leave this town because I don't think I'm gonna find anything else in it. And I'm actually gonna go to the left here. A couple of things I can find. One, this is the way to Delina. Also, there is a few hunting stands over this way. I'll just follow along. So that's like a construction zone. And I might actually head towards that forest there. There's actually a summer camp in there, which was spawn hunting loot. Very small one. Oh, that is the first. Or maybe I'll hit that after I go to Delina. Delina has a PD in it, and you can often find some decent guns in there, and maybe a stab death. That'd be good. I'm just gonna run along here. Hit these hunting stands. These boonie hats are okay, you can put a hook in them, but I like the hat I got. Pretty good. There's one more hunting stand down here, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere. What I might do is cut across, staying up on the hill. Come down to Delina from the north, from the forested hill there, and yeah, there's a hunting stand. There's the first part of Delina right there. I can just cut across, come down from this forest. That way I can kind of look in and see if there's anybody in there. See an army pouch, that'd be good, but again, 25. This one's got 35 slots, so. Alright, Delina, here we come. Yeah, I might check out, I'll check out the hunting cabin on the way back. So I'm guessing, if I was this guy that I'm following, I'm guessing he might have gone to Delina. He also may have gone up towards Borka. And he also could have gone to that hunting, or that summer camp that's in this forest over that way. But I'm going to kind of get into the middle and come down to Delina from the top. Keep an eye out for that. See that? Oh, I can start eating some of this food here. I honestly can't remember if I ate that zucchini or not. Now you notice my apple's full, but I keep eating everything. That's because my apple, although it looks full, it's not actually full. As long as you have arrows going up, it's not full, and you can eat so much more calories. You know it's actually full when you eat and the arrows, you get one arrow up and one arrow down, alternating back and forth. That's when you're actually full. So there's another one of those hunting stores. If someone comes to Zelina, chances are they'll go there, or to the PD that's just to the right of that. You can't see it from where I am. Move a little closer anyway. I don't have anything that's that good range. But we'll move in and see what we can see. Always gotta keep an eye down there, looking for movement, looking for zombies, either dead or zombies that are angry or aggroed, because they can tip me off that there's players in the area. So I will probably go to that store at some point, but I don't want to hit the PD first. Hunting stores that are closer inland generally either have been looted already, or they don't have very high tier loot. So there's a zombie there. I'm stealth my way down here. Don't want to attract too much attention because there's the PD. And there is a fair amount of zombies there, but I don't see doors open. I find if you got all the doors closed in a building and every other door in the town is open, could be a sign that there's a player inside. Now, having the door open doesn't mean there's not a player inside, and it doesn't mean that there's not a player in the town. They could have looted. Now, behind this police station is a water pump as well. I'm just keeping an eye on these windows, and also try not to aggro any zombies. And I'm gonna pull my gun. The doors are closed, so maybe that guy didn't come here. Oh, that zombie scared me. Oh, you tried the old Captain Kirk on me. I keep thinking I hear doors opening and closing. That's just the outside for now. Oh, sharpening stone. I'll grab that. Could use it to sharpen things, obviously, but also can be good to trade with people. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to deal with these zombies. Gonna let them come up to the front door. Oh, see that zombie over there? That looks like it was aggro. There very well could be a player on PD right now. There very well could be a player at PD. So I'm gonna go this way. Looks like he was running. Could have just been one of those running zombies. Maybe I'm being paranoid, maybe I'm not, but that looked like an aggro zombie. Come on. Okay, maybe it's, well, her arms are out. Like akimbo. which is often that posture means that they've recently been aggroed. I'm very suspicious that there's someone close by. I'm gonna chill in here for a moment. I could just be being paranoid. Because some zombies, they just kind of run for no apparent reason, but... Ooh. What direction is that? Maybe she was just a running zombie and have no reason to be paranoid. That might be towards the Roy. I may have to go that way instead. Anyway. I'm gonna push in here. We'll see. If somebody kills me, then they kill me. I'm gonna check these sheds, because anything near a PD could spawn PD loot. And these zombies can also carry good PD loot. Block mag. 15, 12. I'm gonna keep the pants I have. I like the jeans. They don't seem to be bothered with me. Again, I'm always keeping an eye on these windows. Now, it could also happen. Somebody could be in there and just sitting in a corner because they know. Oh, that's a gun cleaning kit. That's real good. Every time I come around a corner, open a door, I'm expecting it. Blast a shotgun to the face. Door's still open. I don't think there's somebody in here, but I'm gonna close it. Maybe somebody hasn't been here. But you never know. People can be tricksy. Close all the doors. Just gonna get anything I find, and I will sort it out or drop it later if I need to. Keep hearing footsteps, but I honestly think it's just the zombies. Oh, hello. Yeah, we'll take a rack. I've got lots of bullets for it, but I might give up the sporter for it. Plop that down there. Take the bullet out so nobody can shoot me in the back. I might take the sporter. I know the rack doesn't have any range, but chances are I'll find a mag. If I find a mag, at least I got the rack. I got tons of bullets. Oh, now, this is a huge deal. This shotgun, PK-12, PK-43, that's double barrel. And this is good because there's no... Oh, I want to get... Where did the slug go? There it is. I want the slugs in there. Oh, that's empty. I put a few things in here. Actually, I don't want to do. Keep there. I'm going to put these items because I don't want them to get damaged. Here. Didn't even realize that was empty. And I'm gonna unload the shotgun. And I'm gonna load in buckshot first. And then a slug. So my first shot, which is usually less aimed, at least they don't have to be dead on with it, and the next shot's a slug. So I'll have to make sure I aim a little bit better that one. I'm just gonna look here. What I really need is a rack mag. Otherwise, I should pick up the 22. But I'm gonna loot the houses next to here. Yeah. These zombies are all aggroed on me, I'm pretty sure. Come on. Try and deal with them quick. See, these guys might have a rack mag on them. No, I haven't looted it downstairs yet, and I do want that on my hotbar. Could be waiting in. Person could be waiting in here and realizing, thinking, why did you loot the bottom floor? The whole trap was laid, and no rack mag. Well, shit. Ooh, this battery I'll take. I said I'll take it. Okay, I'm gonna loot some of the surrounding buildings. They can hold police loot, and these cars too can hold things like that, the wrong mag, or things like, oh, this is annoying. It's another. There we go. I think that was just another, yeah, Glock mag. 17 Glock mag. But no Glock. Alright, let me go open this one here. The door's open. The police loot's been spotted here too. Ooh. Now we're talking. This is a good insulation jacket. Best insulation, and it holds 20 slots, so that's not bad at all. This is not giving me any heat anymore. That'll keep me warm better. I'm still fairly convinced there's somebody in the area. I don't know why. It's unfounded, other than a gut feeling. Yeah, go get him. Alright, let's see what we got up here. Okay. So, a few more things I want to check before I move on. Now, normally, I would loot this whole town, but I really don't need a whole lot other than guns and ammo right now, so. Come on, rock mag. A whole lot of nothing. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, I like that. Compass, put it there. Comes in handy for navigating, especially the sun goes behind a cloud or the stars are veiled, you can't see them. Alright, where was I gonna go? Yes, I remember. I'll also check the trees. Yeah, always worth it. Check the trees. that out. Ah, feeling paranoia. Right now, I'm just grabbing things. I'm not really sorting them or drinking them right away. Alright. I'm moving my way out in this direction. There's a specific place I want to look at before I move on from here. Another PK-43. Badly damaged. Mine's pristine. I'll leave that there. He's already, you can see, I'm finding tons of loot. Ooh, that's a good find. That's a really good find. Yeah, so I'm on what? Third town in from the coast, and I'm finding bullets, mags, guns, shotguns, which are just so overpowered as an early game weapon, especially the double barrel. You can just annihilate people with a double barrel. It's insane. Oh yeah. Gonna load this with slugs. If I want range, I can. I can load the slugs in there instead. But I mean, I got the 22 with the little scope. I kept the scope, but I mean, 22s are pretty weak, and then add some distance onto that with one bullet. Basically no point in even shooting anybody with it. Oh, bloody tuna. The hatchetback. There we go. Alright. Got the tuna. Sun's starting to go down. Oh. There's another sporter if I want it. Somebody's beautiful glow stick. If that sporter had a mag, I'd definitely be taking it. Okay, so I'm gonna run up here. Just right down by this bridge, there is a potential for a convoy. Okay, this is epic. So these convoys spawn dynamically in the map. They're military spawns of a high tier. You can even find a DMR here or an AR. So you gotta deal with these zombies though. They can kick your ass pretty good if you're not careful. So I'm just going to hopefully. What's that? Oh, it's the moon. Hopefully, I can get. Ah! Where are they? It's getting really dark. There we go. I'm gonna check these guys too for loot. Okay. So hopefully nobody's looted this yet. Oh, it scared me. Zombies got a head torch. So every one of these vehicles will spawn loot like that. So I want to try and be quick, but I also don't want to get my ass handed to me by the zombies. So yeah, every one of these vehicles, whether they're ruined, wrecked, whatever, they can all spawn high tier loot. Especially because it's dark. I guess I could grab that zombie glow stick if I wanted to. But I don't really. I just want to be very thorough here. That's very well that somebody could have come through here already. Where is it? There it is. Took me a second to figure out where it's coming from. Okay, so there's a Colt. That's something. I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's see. Hopefully nobody's looted this already. I mean, there was somebody potentially in front of us. So hard, but I can't see anything. I might... Oh, that's a good find. Tactile shirt is better than the jacket I was wearing. So I'll take that. It is high insulation, which isn't obviously as good as best insulation, but has more inventory space, and it's a lot lighter than the big jacket. Where did that zombie with the head torch go? I might actually find him. Okay. Where did he wander off to? You think I'd be able to see him? Okay, that's the jacket he's got. No, I can't see, so I'm gonna jump up here. Okay, there's an AUG mag. What are the odds I find the gun that goes with that? Oh, well, this is like my favorite jacket. Not as nice as the... Sorry, not as warm as the tactical shirt, but... Come on, where's the good gun? Ah, sure, I'll wear that. And here comes my torch gun. So I'm just gonna punch this guy. I don't want to ruin the torch. You, I don't mind. Oh, you. I don't mind. Oh no. See? Doesn't take much to have these zombies get the better of you. Whew, that didn't go well. Anyway. Yeah. 3 or more zombies in the dark can very quickly cause problems. That... Oh no, it's just damage. Might as well grab the vest. And I'll grab the head torch. There we go. Now at least I can see what I'm looting. The hat I just had. I'm actually going to walk back through this and make sure I've thoroughly looted this. Because typically, I think there has to be at least one gun. Now that one gun could very well have been the Colt that I found. But it might be easier with a little bit of light here. I didn't open these doors, did I? There could be something in here too. Well, that was kind of a bust as far as the convoy goes. Typically, you find some real good loot. Lucky enough to find the convoy, but not enough to find the loot. Okay, well, it's getting pretty dark. And I mean, binoculars again. This isn't a terribly bad loadout for how long I've been playing. Odd mag, box of ammo. Oh, did I check this one yet? I don't think I have. Holy shit. Okay. It's badly damaged, but this is the best scope. I'm glad I checked up here further. I was hoping to find a gun, but this scope is pretty baller. I'm gonna keep going up this way. And maybe I'll loot the Roy in the dark with a headlight. Pretty much putting a target on me with the headlight, but why not? If I can find any rifle that this goes on, I will consider it a win. And it is a NATO standard optic, so it will go on a DMR. It will go on M4, any of the NATO submachine guns, so the MP5 and the was it FG45 or 45 FG? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, what's this? So, mushrooms. Same principle as apples. So there could be a player this way. Now that apple or that mushroom could have sat there for a while. Gonna make sure. Feel like I'm. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Why are we going pretty much south? Easy to lose your way in the dark. That's why, even though I know the map well, having a compass is huge. And yes, I know this light is a big heat score, but I'm kind of glad I found it, because recording in the dark for a YouTube video, no one's going to be able to see a goddamn thing. Alright, so we're coming up on a military base. I'm going to shut this off. Sorry about the darkness. Hopefully if this does make it to YouTube, I will fix it in post-processing. Let's see, maybe we'll find a rifle in here. That'd be awesome. Cool hat, but no rifle. Okay. I'm gonna take my gun out, because this is a military zone. And basically, although in most scenarios I'm okay to talk. Okay, there's a zombie up there. I'm okay to talk in most scenarios. However, military zones are often a shoot first and ask questions later. There's a zombie there. I'm gonna try and keep quiet. I don't want to aggro every zombie in the place. One, they make a lot of noise. Two, as we saw with the caravan or the convoy, they can be a real bitch to deal with. I think the military zombies are actually harder than civilian zombies to kill. They have a little bit more HP. And of course there is another tier of zombies in military base. I don't think there's any at this military base, but there's captain zombies. They wear a captain's hat. And when they scream, pretty much every zombie in the base is coming for you, because they scream so loud. So, looting military is always risky. Now, two things. Now, dark, it's hard to see. It's hard to deal with zombies in the dark. Oh, I want that. I'm normally I try not to aggro the zombies or kill them quickly, but it's a lot harder too in the dark because you just can't see them until you're right up on them. The other problem is, or the other good thing is that oftentimes when it's this late out, other players won't be here. So I'm just gonna say screw it and put the light on, and I'm gonna loot through this. Oop, 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 oop. What's that? Where did that go? Yes. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I do have lots of 9mm. That can go on there, and then this guy can go on there. Now, this is not the rifle that I would have it on, but at least I can see some distance with that. Unload one of these. If I'm gonna have a gun on me, I don't care what kind of gun it is, it's gonna be loaded, even if it's just with one bullet. Okay, so at least I have a place where I can easily scope through, see things. Although a 9mm at 1,000 meters isn't going to help me much, but having the scope on the gun does make it a lot easier to look, rather than having to hold it in your hand and basically stand still like a target while holding a scope. I'm hoping I can find something better. That, I think that goes on this rifle. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Rifle. SMG, I should say. Alright. What have we here? But Cobra sights. I don't really want those. Okay. Yeah, loot that one, loot that one. I'm just gonna run in here to get over a zombie. What was that? Oh. Alright. Check here. Oh, I like pouches. I don't need that anymore because I got the scope. I'm just gonna pop these pouches in here. I can't really use them, but they can go on a plate carrier. I'm just gonna swap this. Yeah, you know what? I like this color better. I'll keep this one. Matches my jacket. This is dangerous. If there's somebody around, they're gonna see me for miles off. Especially walking on top of this thing. But there's something to find somewhere. Okay, I think I've got everything here. One more place that I want to check, and that is this truck in spawn loot. Nice jacket if I wanted that. It's on the ground behind it. There will be loot spawns. And then there's also, gotta watch the zombies because they do migrate out this way. There is a hunting stand around here somewhere. I have to say, as scary as it is, looting in the dark with a headlamp on, where people can know exactly where to shoot, it does give it a certain amount of ambience. Running through a dark forest with a headlamp. Okay, yeah, see, I think somebody's been through here. I know based on the loot drops there too, for some of those things. I'm just gonna check these trees. Sometimes people will stash loot here to save for later, or some people even loot cycle. Take all the loot out of the military base, drop it somewhere else, and then go back. But I found countless guns stashed in these bushes up here, but unfortunately not today. And I think that's enough for one day, one video. So I've got this crappy gun with this baller scope. It's broken, but if I find a electrical repair kit, which I very well could find down in good old Steroy there, Which might be where I head next. This town right there, probably can't see it. But, oh, I almost forgot. There's one more place I'm gonna loot before I log. I hope I'm going the right way. Completely lost all sense of direction. More friends to... more friends to deal with. Let's see what was in that. I'll check again. This is dangerous. Right out in the open with a headlamp. But keeps the game fun. Okay, what was in there? Nothing. Okay. Pretty sure. God, this is the beauty of this game. It's so fun. It's so easy to get lost in. This is the road I'm looking for. If there is anybody playing right now, they could see me from a mile off. It would not be hard to find me. But there is this. Ooh, yeah, that's good find. I even have stuff to patch that up. I found, what did I find here? I found an SK here before. But not today. Okay. I'm going to head down the hill a little bit and up into the forest. And I go log off. So, that was a pretty productive run. I didn't see anybody, unfortunately, but this is my character so far after, what, like an hour of playing? Got a pretty decent loadout. I got a really, this is an end game scope. These are so sought after. All I need is electrical repair kit. I can patch it up. This gun's not very good, but if I could see a zombie, I would deal with that. But this seems like a good time to log. And I've got a double barrel shotgun with a couple shells and lots of food. I don't need all these mags. I'm gonna unload them, especially these ones, and take the ammo out of them. Give myself some more room. I probably don't need that scope, but I'll hold on to it for now. I got some of the food. I got a Colt with the mag, which I can reload. I got lots of ammo for that as well. Yeah, all in all, not a bad run. Not a bad run. And if I was playing longer, yeah, I would keep going into the map and keep finding more loot. And I could too, because I did find a gun patch kit. I could fix that up. I'm not going to. I prefer the FX45 for 45 round guns, and I wouldn't waste it on the Colt, because I have to face it, if I'm running into a player, I will be using my shotgun anyway. And now my army boots are pristine. And I've got pouches, which can hold lots of things as well. Oh, and all I need to find is a blue gas canister, and I can cook without making much light or smoke, which is good.
So I logged off here for the day, but this didn't sit right with me as the ending of a DayZ video. I logged back in the next day with the same character and began looting up in Steroy. I was looking for the elusive blue gas canister, which seemed to be absent from the map for some reason. If you'd watched this far, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content and would like to see more. Stay safe out there, everybody, and I'll see you on the coast.
Holy shit. Yo, man, what's up? You scared me. What are you doing, man? Don't try it, man. Oh! I shouldn't have pushed. I shouldn't have pushed. Thought I heard him. Thought I heard him bandaging.